Yo, what up though? It's your man DJ iCENTRIC.
Yes, sir.
And we got your man V.Smith in the house.
Yes, sir.
Back with it. What up though, what?
Yeah, man. What a day for the day, man. You know, but I can take a loss as well as a win. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all who know me, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
Y'all just got spanked in the SEC championship. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel a certain kind of way, but I never be a sore loser, man, because, you know, I understand the gist of it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do hate it, you understand what I'm saying? Shout out to, Joe Burrow and LSU, man, for a well-played game.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start there, man. I mean, since you went on into it, we'll go ahead and start there, man. So what we're talking about, man, we had the SEC championship.
SEC championship.
LSU versus Georgia. Number 2 LSU versus number 4 Georgia. We all thought it was gonna be a dog fight. No pun intended, man. I mean, obviously, LSU is ranked number 2 and they're undefeated. So we knew
for a reason.
We knew it certainly wasn't gonna be definitely wasn't gonna be easy.
Nah.
But we didn't know that it was gonna be a damn massacre either.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, I took a bet. Cat told me, friend of mine, shout out to Bernie, what I'm talking about? Man, Lance, you know what I'm saying? He made a post on social media saying, I like LSU by 20. I took shit. Whoa. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, I mean, I would have took that bet. I would have took that bet too.
Because you never could have told me that the game was going to get out of hand the way it did. In Kirby Smart's tenure at Georgia is, he's coached his team up to a point to where the only real lopsided games they played in where they've been on the losing end was his first year. His first year as the head coach. I think they went to Oxford and played Ole Miss.
Okay.
And Ole Miss ran away from him. But other than that, even in the losses that he's had, they've always been close games. So when he said that, I come on with it.
Right.
Name it, name your price. But this game got severely out of hand in my opinion. In the first half, when they got up 14. When they got up 14, I pretty much, knew it was it was a curve call. And the reason why I felt that way about it is because Jake Fromm is he's regressed at the quarterback position, man. And since his freshman year, man, last year he didn't play bad, but I don't think that he put his team in a position to win the games, that they could have won. I'm sorry. Like they could have beat Alabama in the SEC championship, but in the second half, you couldn't come through with the plays that needed to be made.
Right.
Players make plays. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
And in this game today, like I showed you while the game was going on, a 7-yard hitch. He couldn't make an accurate throw.
Yeah, it's like you said, you said it from really from the jump, from go. You said, man, his mechanics is off. You know what I'm saying? His mechanics is off.
And when that's not something that you're going to be able to change at halftime.
And where I was going with it, when your competition, when you're playing better competition, your weaknesses are going to be exposed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, and I think that's what happened. That's what happened to Georgia today. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, you watch them every week, so obviously you can speak to it better than I can. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to guess that against lesser competition, you know what I'm saying, that his mechanics really wasn't an issue. You know what I'm saying?
They actually were, and like I don't know, like you said, I follow him. So since in the South Carolina game, it bit them.
Yeah.
To where they lost to South Carolina, which is making the situation to what it is right now.
Right.
No college football playoffs for the Georgia Bulldogs. But when you're not able to, it's one thing being a little inaccurate when when the coverage is good.
Right.
That's one thing. But when you have an open receiver, you should be able to get the ball to him.
You should be able to hit him.
Yes, it don't have to be between the numbers, but you should be able to hit him within that catch radius. Yeah. And the ball is either falling short or the ball is sailing. And like I told you, the mechanics is everything. You know what I'm talking about? When you got a quarterback that's throwing a football the way that a pitcher throws a baseball, it's not. Right. That's not a good recipe.
But even on that note, it's like I was also saying during the game, and obviously you had pointed out the fact that his main guys, his main receivers, after the first quarter, after Blaylock got hurt, that's their top three receivers. Right. So maybe they're a little more prone to how he throws. Maybe they're a little more ready to catch because with the guy, like you say, the second string, third string guys that are out there.
Yeah, they don't have those reps.
Yeah, like you said, they don't have those reps. But
no, go ahead.
Where I was gonna go, what I'm saying, just the little bit of time that I spent playing football as Little League, I did play wide receiver, did play cornerback, and it was drilled in our head. The ball get to you, you have to catch it. You got to catch it. It's not going to be perfect every time.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So however that ball is coming, if it gets in your area, if you get your hands on it, there's no reason for you not to catch it. So while we're Jake Fromm, like you said, the mechanics aren't perfect, and no, it wasn't a beautiful spiral dropping down to the receivers every time. But I seen a lot of catches.
It was some drops. It was some drops.
A lot of catchable passes.
It was some drops. But my thing is, on a couple of third downs, he didn't get the ball to the receiver accurately. He overthrew one. Yeah. And drive extenders is what makes the difference in football. Mm-hmm. You have to extend drives. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Like to get that first down, it extends the drive. If not, then what are you doing? You're putting your defense back on the field. Right. You know what I'm saying? And with LSU's high-powered offense, like your defense can only do so much. Yeah. Well, defensively, what I'm saying, they held as good as LSU looked offensively. I can say Georgia's defense held them as best and as long as they could. But the game just got completely, like I say, when they're hitting like that, you can only do so much. When you got a quarterback that's not breaking the 250 yard mark passing in a game, that means that your offense is one dimensional. Mm-hmm. Okay, so sometimes if you're one dimensional, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a bad thing when you're not being able to throw the ball or run the ball, which they weren't able to do either. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, at the end of the day, I love Jake Fromm's football IQ, but his physical attributes leave a lot to be desired. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, exactly what you're saying.
Hit the open man, that's all you're asked. You know what I'm saying, to do. You're not a mobile quarterback. So if you're not a mobile quarterback, what do you have to be? You have to be decisive, you have to be accurate. You have to be precise. He was neither. So that led Georgia to lose.
And shout out to you got to give LSU that
most
credit.
Definitely. Joe Burrow, I don't know what he's going to do at the next level, but I know that he is dissecting college defenses nowadays, and he was on some Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady-esque. Let the people tell it, but like I said, I'm not one to throw comparisons out there like that.
Right. No, I'm not comparing.
But that's fair though. Yeah, that's fair because if you're making plays, I'm just saying that I'm not one to throw comparisons out there like that because you don't know what a person's going to do against the top competition. And the NFL will be the top competition as far as football goes.
Right. Well, like we were saying earlier in the NFL, man, Depends on where who drafts you.
Most definitely.
What system they're going to try to force you in.
Yeah.
Are you lucky enough to go to somebody that coaches how you plays, or are you going to somebody that's going to try to force you to play how they want you to play?
True,
but I mean, the guy, you talk about football IQ, man. I mean, he showed a lot.
He has a hell of a he has a real high.
He has an arm. He has an arm.
And the arm to boot.
And he has some wheels.
And he got some giddy up.
Yeah. So
Fromm has neither one of those. He doesn't have a big arm and he doesn't have a foot speed to outrun, defenders. Right. So I mean, it ended up to where it is, And I was having a conversation with somebody and I said it, and I still stand on what I say. I think that Jake Fromm's football IQ will, if put in a good position, land him to where to where he will be a decent quarterback. Right. But it was put like, how Georgia had Justin Fields and I guess let him go or whatever, however, he wanted to leave, so he transferred. And I told somebody, like, as constructed right now with what we have going on, I would take Jake Fromm over Justin Fields, where we stand. Like I said, as constructed. Right. What we have right now. We don't know what Justin Fields is gonna do in those big games. But what I can tell you about Justin Fields is he runs better than Fromm, he's more elusive than Fromm, and he has a bigger arm than Fromm. Right. I mean, I can understand why people would say that they would take him, above. But I mean, I don't need my quarterback to be spectacular. I need my quarterback to be efficient. I need my quarterback to get my offense in and out of good and bad plays. You need to be accurate. And I need you, that's the most important part. I need you to be accurate. Yeah. So I mean, with that being said, man, I'm a dog. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Go dogs.
You taking that stride, man.
Shout out to LSU, man. This was bitter. I know.
Well, no, they did what they, like I said, they went down. It's not like this was, an ass kicking from somebody they ain't got no business losing to. I mean, this was this is the number two team in the country. You know what I'm saying? And they looked like, a lot of times you see a ranking and it's like, come on, man, how the hell did they get this rank? But they looked like the number 2 team in the country. You know what I'm saying? And injuries and all that. And we're not even going to talk about the reps. And we're not even going to get about.
Yeah, I ain't going to because that'll be a never ending story. You know what I'm saying?
And we're not going to make no excuses. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to make no excuses. But I mean, the ref, like in the words of Jason Kidd, the referees missed a pretty damn good game. They missed a damn good game.
They missed a damn good game. Sure enough.
They missed a damn good game.
Sure enough. One of the best quotes I've heard.
Yeah. So moving over there, it was another big event that happened earlier, way too early today. I mean, we all thought it was going to be a fight night, but it turned out to be a fight afternoon.
No, I'm talking about fight day.
A fight day. The Anthony Joshua,
and I'm not even gonna say fight. It wasn't a fight.
Well, Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2, Andy Ruiz Jr. 2. Joshua. I guess he did. I guess we could say he did what he did what he had to do to win the fight. He used his size, used his jab. Yeah. But I'm just gonna go here. I mean, everybody already know I'm Team Wilder, for better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? And I already told y'all where I am with that. I don't even care. Eventually, yes, he's probably gonna lose. But until then, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when he loses, we already know why he's gonna lose. What he's gonna give you, he's going in there and trying to destroy his opponent every single time. Why? Because he ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? He can't play scared. He can't fight scared. Joshua fought that fight today scared.
And I saw
it. Scared. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he did what he had to do to win the fight. But I'm sorry, but I don't want my champion afraid of I don't want my champion to be afraid of anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, he took a pretty good ass whooping the first time around, so I guess in essence, you know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't even no ass whooping. I mean, he took some shots. He took some shots and he got knocked out. It ain't like he was getting pummeled. Yeah. The whole fight. That's an ass whooping. He wasn't getting pummeled. He took some shots and one of them caught him, made his knees buckle, and he got knocked out. I mean, listen, boxing is boxing and fighting is fighting.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they're two totally different things. But I think that if you're a boxer, because I'm saying boxer because that's the word that's just used as far as that sport is concerned. If you're a boxer, your thing should be able to. Your thing is you should be able to implement a fighting / boxing style to you, because at some points in a fight, at some points in a boxing match,
right,
it turns into a fight.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing about what I was saying on the last episode on the special edition of the Realest Bit.
Yeah, shout out to you, because that was a good
absolutely.
That was
but
a good one.
You know what I'm saying? It just the heavyweight division is about pop, like all that dancing and move. That's fine and dandy. Yeah, it'll win you some rounds. But the heavyweight division is about eventually you're gonna take a punch. You got to show that you can take a punch.
Yeah, it's about
you know what I'm saying? And if you can't take that punch, then eventually, you know what I'm saying, your day of reckoning is gonna come. Joshua has shown that he can't take a punch, and he showed in the last fight that he can't take a hard punch. He showed in this fight that he's scared. He's afraid to be punched again.
And that's what I told you when I saw him. Like, man, he looked timid.
Yeah.
When I came down and looked at he did. Like he's scared to throw his big punch. He don't want to throw his big punch in fear of being hit with one.
Right, exactly. Like, and in the 2 round, because like I said, he won the fight with his jab. Just Andy Ruiz, and I'll get to him in a second. Shorter dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His athleticism wasn't all the way there. And shame on him, man. Like, listen, I the first fight, was what it was. You proved your point, with the overweight. He had no business coming into that ring like that today. You had absolutely no reason to step into that ring like that today. And the ill thing about it, like I've been following like the whole pre-fight and all that. Bro, they did it. They interviewed him about 4 weeks ago. He was slim. He was slimmed down. So he went and gained this fucking weight on purpose. Like whoever is advising Andy Ruiz, you need to fire your advisor, sir, because that was
coming out a professional athlete, and I'm just using the term that they coined, a professional athlete. In my opinion, this is my opinion. Fuck, we can't take a joke, but you should not come out looking the way Ruiz
because it's a pride. It's a pride, and that ain't saying you got to rip up. But you need to be.
Listen, you ain't gotta be cut up like a bag of dope. But you. I mean, come on, man. He looked like he was on Ghostbusters.
And the only reason I bring it up is because had he been in better shape, he would have won this fight today. He lost the fight simply because he couldn't move. He couldn't move out the way of that jab. If he could have moved out the way of that jab, slow down Joshua's scoring to where Josh is not scoring.
Had he leaned one way or the other too far, he would have fell over.
Yes. But had he could have eluded that jab and put Joshua in a mindset to where he's not scoring. I'm not scoring. I'm not getting with my jab. He would have had no choice but to come in closer, and that's what Ruiz. That's what you wanted him to do, was come in. But he's not gonna come in if he can jab you. If you would have been able to move out of the way of that jab, you'd have no choice but to come in.
True.
And the reason you can't move is because you're too fucking big.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
real shit.
Shame on him. You lost that fight for yourself today, bro.
Real
you lost
shit.
that fight for yourself
Real
by
shit.
not coming in there in shape, man.
Real shit.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, you made your point the first time. Don't get back in the ring.
Watch out.
Don't do
let
that.
y'all see my pretty mug. But I mean, like I said, man. To me, I get it. You want to bucking the system, whatever I don't know, bucking the system or doing whatever, man. But to me, that's just that's lack of initiative.
Yeah.
You coming out. I mean, like I said, he looked like the Marshmallow Man on Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or the Michelin Tire Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna take every opponent seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, dog. Like you said, how can you? You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you know I mean, his game plan, Joshua's game plan was obvious. It was only one way he could win this fight. He's not going to exchange with you. He just realized he made a mistake by trying to exchange with you. So the only thing he can do is stick and move.
Lewis did have a straight right.
Yeah. That's the only thing he can. So with you knowing you knowing how limited he has to come into this ring, your mindset should be, bro, I'm gonna be able to move my feet as well. So he can't just sit and jab me all night. Yeah. He has no choice but to come in. And I can cut off the ring. You can't even cut off the ring. If you can't move your feet, you can't even cut off the ring.
True.
Like
real shit. Like I said, I saw the little bit that I seen when I walked down.
Yeah, we was going back and forth, man. The game was on the table. Like I said, man, listen, and this is why the heavyweight champion of the world needs to be American. Fuck watching a fight at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's
y'all might as well show that fight on Wednesday. Why are we watching? How are we having a fight? How somebody gonna have a fight party at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Exactly. But that speaks to how they felt about that fight in the first place. For them to even let it be done that way.
Right.
That speaks to I bet you Wilder's fight not gonna become mid. I bet you it's no Tyson fight, no Evander Holyfield fight. That would
and I don't give a damn where it's at, whether it's in Saudi Arabia, Japan.
It wouldn't have been fought in the middle of the day.
No, absolutely not. They're gonna adjust that time. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, wherever they at. When they come on the United States,
they're gonna make it to where
it's gonna be prime time over here.
Yeah, man.
That was nasty. That was ugly, man. That was ugly.
No shout out to either one of them guys.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying? Like that really kind of like spoiled my appetite, man. You know what I'm saying, for boxing. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't spoil my appetite, man. But it did.
Well, it ain't just them, but it's been fights like that for for what? Shit.
At least the last 10, 15 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been.
And just going back, and not to beat a dead horse. That's why I say that's why you have to be. If you're not intrigued by a guy like Deontay Wilder, because like I say, and maybe it's through his own fault. He has no choice. Like, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight when you get in the ring, because he don't have no choice. He don't have no choice.
But listen, it's everybody was enamored with Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
What did Mike Tyson do good boxing wise?
Punch, uppercut. The right cross. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, he had a little more boxing skills.
No, he didn't.
What?
As far as moving, ducking, and dodging, but I'm talking about.
He was exchanging. No, Mike Tyson had some boxing skills, bro.
I'm not saying that
he's a boxer.
I'm not saying that he didn't have no boxing skills.
No, but no, and I know.
To me, when I watched his fights, it reminded me of a shorter, stockier Deontay Wilder. If you look at, like, the perfect example was Mitch Green. Look at the Mitch Green fight. Look at what you see. You see him coming in and he's throwing his blows, trying to knock you the fuck out.
No,
he's not trying to set you up. He's not trying to set you up.
Yes. But when I say he got boxing,
and that's what I was saying.
Getting where he wanted to get,
and that's what I'm saying. And I think that Wilder knows a little bit of that too, but it's not his shit.
Well, I mean,
like he's not going to box you out.
That's what I say. That's what you have to love about his fights, because you're either gonna get a knockout, or you're watching the whole fight where a dude is trying to get a knockout, because he don't have no other way to do it, man. Like you said, though, it's amazing to me how motherfuckers sit and complain about, oh man, ain't nobody trying to knock nobody out, everybody's scared, but then you get a guy who. That's all he wants. Do. And everybody want to complain. He don't have no skill. He's not jabbing. He's not. Man, y'all.
Yeah, everybody got a problem with it. Man, listen, let me tell you something. People are fickle. Man. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the reason why we call this here the Realest Spit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If you fuck with us, you rock with us, you do. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I mean, whatever you eat ain't going to make me boo-boo. You know what I'm talking about?
Never had.
It ain't going to make iCENTRIC boo-boo. You know what I'm talking about? So you rock with us, you rock with us, you don't, you don't. And I guess that's, you know what I'm saying, why Wilder takes on the attitude that he does, as far as when he's, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the media and all of that. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about, and they try to bring up the whole boxing situation to him or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but to his point, he said, man, listen, I got 43 now. Every single one of them guys, every single one of them guys were boxers. All of them had the skills.
Exactly.
And I knocked their motherfucking ass out.
Yeah.
So
what the fuck we talking about?
Right.
So what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Pure point blank. Hey, shout out to Terrapin, man. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Absolutely.
Pick up, he got some Yingling here, still American made, but you know, I would pick up some Terrapin, you know what I'm saying, for Athens product. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I say, it's always go dogs. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a good win. But,
yeah, man.
You know,
yeah,
it
man.
is what it is.
So we got a few more minutes, man. What other shit we need to chop up, man?
We were talking about you got into the East-West thing on the last episode,
so
we ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? I would elaborate, but
go ahead.
It doesn't make sense.
This is your time. This is your time.
No, I mean, it
Tell me
doesn't
what
make
you
sense.
think about that.
As far as the East-West thing go, like, we could have had this conversation, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, when the Lakers came into, you know what I'm saying, into form and were doing their thing.
Right.
Because the whole, 80s and 90s, the East ran it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what I'm saying, for people to think, I mean, the shit is cyclical. You know what I'm saying? It's going in cycles. I mean, you know, that's the way of sports. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, in one point in time, one side will have it, and the other point in time, the other side will have it. I mean, it's cyclical. It's what happened. But believe me, the East has formidable teams out here.
Absolutely.
So for anybody that's thinking that whoever wins the West is just everybody else just like down, that's who's gonna be the champion. I mean, you're sad. I mean,
you ain't paying attention.
Like, you're not looking at what's going on.
Right.
While Toronto, perfect example. They're off to a real good start. Albeit they're not the last year's Toronto with Kawhi Leonard, but you know what I'm saying? They're only two wins. They're only two wins behind the best team that's come out of the West.
As designed, they done went to the West Coast and popped a couple teams, just as they are right now.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm not going to deny what Kawhi Leonard, because obviously they don't make it to the finals without if Kawhi ain't there to do what he did to Giannis, and he ain't there to do what he did to Ben Simmons and them, then obviously Toronto doesn't get to the finals. So I'm not taking away his value, but what I'm saying, Toronto is still a formidable team.
Okay, well, this is the thing. It's constructed right now. You know what I'm saying? I just pulled it up. Milwaukee and the Lakers are tied for the best record. The best record in the league. You know what I'm saying? Behind them, right behind them, you got Boston.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then we skip over Dallas. And right behind, same record, 16-6 with Dallas. You got Miami. Right behind them, Toronto. So. I mean, and we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 best teams, 3 of them are from the East.
Right.
Now, I mean, I'm not saying that the East going.
No,
that's not what I'm saying. But this is just to boot to what you were saying. Like, don't think it's the cakewalk East that you've been seeing. As a matter of fact, when LeBron reigned in the East, this is not the same East.
Exactly.
This is not the same the Eastern Conference. This is not the same Eastern Conference
that
LeBron ran amok on. That LeBron ran amok on. This is not the same East Coast. But I mean, like we can go outside of we can go outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And like I said, I'm don't please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Obviously, if we're being honest, yes. The West still has, I mean, when it comes down to it, they got the sexier teams. They got the sexier lineups.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it's for the true basketball fans that ain't just watching names and ain't just watching highlights, you're actually sitting down and watching games, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The Milwaukee is official. Boston is official. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Toronto, like we were just saying, they're official. You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna be a series regardless of who lock horns with them in the finals. Okay, breaking news: we got Ohio State and Wisconsin playing. Ohio State is up 3.
Okay.
3 points. It's 24-21 in the fourth quarter. Ohio State has the ball.
What's the score?
24-21. Ohio State is winning by 3.
Okay.
Justin Fields is 14 for 24, 2 touchdowns. And Cohen is 8 for 18, 113 yards.
And that's the third quarter?
Yeah, a fourth quarter. Get in the fourth. And Ohio State is driving. Look like now they're on Wisconsin side of the field. That's just breaking news. But back to our regular.
No, I mean, I think that point is made, man. I mean, start watching basketball. Anybody that's just out there talking that West Coast shit, start watching some basketball.
Watch
the game, man.
Listen, I'm gonna make it my business nowadays to not even comment on social media wise, not even to comment to a lot of these people's hypothesis or theories or whatever about sports,
right?
Because I look at a lot of stuff and I mean you don't have to be a person that has played sports. You don't have to be a person that that even watch sports on the regular.
Right,
but please know what you're talking about.
Before
you understand what I'm saying? Know what you're talking about. Exactly. Let it be some kind of education to your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let it
factual opinion. If your opinion is not soaked in facts,
if it's not based on
if it's not soaked in facts, then it's really just some shit. It ain't no more valuable than the last shit that you took.
I understand that social media is a platform for you guys to get your opinion off. I do. And I love it. Hey, I'm not mad. But understand and know what you're talking about before you part your lips, or before I'm not even lips, before you get on that keyboard.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And start typing. I was just speaking in reference to football.
Right.
I hear man, such suck. Man, this team, this coach need to do this, he need to do that. But the same person couldn't tell me the difference between a cover 2 and a cover 3.
Exactly. and that's what I'm saying. And you can look at that right on there, and that goes for sports and music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It goes for all of that shit, man. Don't sit up and don't. If I tell you somebody is the fucking GOAT and you don't think that they are, please. If you don't have nobody if you can't tell me somebody that's better, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, real.
What are we talking about, man?
You know what I'm saying? But the same person couldn't even tell you what makes a bar.
Exactly.
What makes a bar? That's a bar. But hey, listen. It is what it is. I digress.
Yeah.
I digress.
But like I say, man, we gonna quit yelling at y'all, man. We gonna quit yelling at y'all, man. We ain't going to y'all too much this evening.
Hey, but look, fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Exactly.
They know us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you don't.
Keep on doing it, man. Keep on doing it.
I ain't tripping. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. And shout out our producer, my man that does the beats.
Show no.
I can't think of his name right now, man, because his yingling is running through me, man. But
nigga, Bubba, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
So shout out to that. Oh yeah, Per Se said we can use in music.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to my man, Pete.
Per Se Zulu and show no.
Yeah.
Zulu.
Let's go.
We gotta get you back on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Peter homie. What up, though?
Peter homie, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? We'll get you in here again. You know what I'm saying? My man Shop Texas. Y'all don't know him, and y'all know him in nephew Texas. Boy, he'll be sitting here with us here pretty soon.
Right. And anybody else out there, man? Anybody else that want to come sit down and talk shit like we say, you got a problem with what we just said? By all means, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to comment up under the video and come holler at your boys. I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to debate anybody about anything, but have your facts in order. I'm not gonna argue with your emotions. I'm not gonna argue with your heart. Please have your facts in place, man. Well, like I said, you might as well just sit here and take a shit on this table. And you definitely not gonna do that.
Definitely ain't gonna do that.
You definitely ain't gonna do that. But on that note, man, I am the man DJ iCENTRIC.
Yeah, man, it is the beat.
And this is